The face of country music is ever-changing, and the newest addition is a 6-member sensation called Ricochet. Recently, they visited the home of their record label, and as Terry Bumgarner tells us, the halls were alive with the sound of music.
It's tough for anyone to get their foot in the door at a record company, but some folks can literally come off the streets and sing their way into the hearts and offices of music executives.
It's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right.
Everything's all right now, but it's been a rough road for these guys. Ricochet's shot was right on target and right on time.
I had been working here 2 weeks, and my father called me up and said, "I've got this act I've got to pitch you." And I said, "No way. I can't sign somebody you pitch me first. 2 weeks of the job, Dad. I'll really get a lot of crap." So I went and saw him, and I went,
Looks like Father knows best because the move worked for everyone.
But hey, hey, what do I know? I'm just a lonely fool that let you go.
We're really hired to really group oriented, you know. I mean, we try to have as dynamic a stage show as we can, and do a lot of moving around. And it's a real traditional country music, you know. We feature the fiddle and steel guitar a lot, and that's the sound we want, you know. It's high energy, traditional, and there's not a group out there with that sound right now, and that's the niche we're going for.
I just met them. I fell in love with their personalities, and just knowing who they were and how much excited they were about having this whole event happen, you just couldn't help but fall in love with them. So it was great.
It's been a great relationship between Ricochet and the folks at Columbia. In fact, they describe it as being part of one big happy family.
Jerry Mitchell, he's head in charge of us. Jerry's our best friend. Jerry?
Well, almost.
Yeah, we all had regional success in different parts of the country, you know, the different groups and stuff, but
exactly.
as this group, I mean, we were out touring and people ask us, you know, well, you know, is this going to be hard for you? I mean, we were a working group before we got signed, and we were playing 50 weeks a year, so it wasn't like, you know, we're just now starting.
And now what do I do? Thought I could live without. All night long I walk the floor. Don't make me walk it anymore.
In fact, being backstage with Opry legends threw hot new group Ricochet for a loop.
Oh yeah, we saw little Jimmy Dickens right in here, man.
That's right, we're sharing a dressing room with a tater.
We opened the door and there he was. We left, man. We didn't know.
The new group Ricochet is bouncing off the walls over their first hit titled, What Do I Know? Well, one thing the band knows is the importance of radio airplay to their future success. Ricochet is among the 10 acts chosen to perform during this week's Country Radio Seminar New Faces show. Lisa Young spoke with the guys about this golden opportunity.
Hey, what do I know? I'm just a lonely fool.
This song landed the members of Ricochet their first top 20 hit and lots of radio airplay, an experience they still haven't gotten used to.
First time we all heard it together as a band, we were on the bus driving through Columbia, Missouri, where we pretty much got our start as a band. And we heard it at 4 a.m. one morning on the bus for the first time as a band.
We turned it up.
Yeah, you bet.
Every radio on the bus.
And still do. We'll wake up everybody on the bus. Come, you gotta hear this song. Get in here. What's your favorite song?
I like the first one,
Daddy's Money? What do I know?
And it's because of that airtime that the band can see its fan base growing.
I never thought I'd sign the past of the woman that used to change my diapers.
That's why the guys are excited about their spot on the New Faces show at this week's Country Radio Seminar. With playlists getting tighter and tighter, they say it's the perfect chance to show programmers what they've got.
You got Reba and you got Garth and you got all the established artists, and as being a new artist, it's even 3 times harder.
Well, they get 3 slots in their playlist and 30 new songs on their desk Monday morning. So, I mean, that's some stiff competition.
And it's not to say that anybody is any better than anybody else, but it's when you're filling your playlist, you only have 3 spots, and somebody's not going to make it.
She's a good bass fisher, dynamite kisser, country as a turnip green. She's got her daddy's money, mama's good looks. Look who's looking at me.
Ricochet is planning an all-out assault on the CRS crowd to make sure they aren't the ones left out for their next single.
We've spent our good part of our time since October out touring the radio station, so it's going to be sort of like old home week for us. We're going to get to see a lot of people that we've made friends with, you know, a lot of our new friends, and
most of these radio people have seen us do the acoustic set, so the full-blown set's going to be kind of cool. And we realize now how important radio is to us, so that's exciting too.
Do you have any kind of game plan, what you're going to do to go in and blow these guys' socks off?
Be ourselves. That's the strategy.
Yeah.
Socks off.
Just go in.
Everybody knows now, that's our strategy.
Hopefully we can just be ourselves and they'll accept that.
So what have you been doing now? What's the last year? How's that compare to the last few months of your career?
Well, we just went back out on the road. We got off of our radio tour a few weeks ago and been back out bringing country music to the people. And you know what? They recognize this song.
Yeah.
They sing along with it now.
Well, it's been on the charts for a while now.
Yeah, it has been out there for, we don't like to think of it as how long it's been on the charts. We like to think of it as number 6.
Come to find out, steel player Teddy Carr made his first appearance on Channel 4 long before the rest of the band.
I was on there with Dana Williams from Diamond Rio. We had a little band together when we was in high school.
What was the name of the band?
The Nashville Cousins.
The Nashville Cousins.
They're not really related,
I didn't
though,
pick
right?
the name. Dana did that. So you can talk to him.
If it would have been Joe Diffie and Teddy, they'd have been related.
Ricochet knows there's a lot of hard work that goes into building the foundation for a successful career in this business. And although their lives are in somewhat of a whirlwind right now, that hasn't changed their initial idea of success.
We always said that if we ever reached a level of success that our time is no longer our own, we would never gripe about that. I mean, it used to just bug me so bad to hear people say, oh, I just don't have any time for myself anymore. Well, that's why you got into this business.
Yeah.
To give your time to your fans. That's what, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. We love this. This is our favorite part.
A little time for sleep. Don't let them fool.
Only on the bus.
She's got her daddy's money, mama's good looks, more.
Plus, are newcomers Ricochet having to sing for their supper?
They fed us so really good, and they made us get up and sing. So it was wonderful.
Sawyer Brown isn't the only group with a new single. Ricochet's current tune is moving up the charts and has earned them a place in Country Music Association history. Lisa Young tells us how.
Can't concentrate on the preacher preaching. My attention span done turn off.
The guys in Ricochet are the latest to continue a new Nashville tradition. Stripping down, instrumentally speaking, to serenade the staff of the CMA.
It is a big honor to be invited to come do this, and we, it's like we're back out on the radio tour again. They fed us so really good, and they made us get up and sing, so it was wonderful.
Since the CMA moved into its new building more than 3 years ago, nearly 30 artists, both newcomers and established ones, have performed here.
This building, curiously enough, when we built the building, had no idea that the CMA atrium was going to become such a popular place to perform. I think part of that's because getting to be here and meet CMA people, part of it is that it sounds really good in here. Every artist who sings here says it's like singing in a giant shower.
And Ed says so far, those who've played here have gone on to do bigger things. And that's another tradition Ricochet is continuing. The band's first single, What Do I Know, has already cracked the top 10 on country radio, a new experience for the guys.
We have a habit every Monday of calling the label to find out where we're at on the chart. And, you know, we were at 15 last week, and 15 to 10 is a big jump, and I don't think any of us thought it would go to 10. And I called and said, hey, where'd the song go? Well, sit down. Oh, okay, I'll sit down. Number 10. 10! Ah! Went crazy.
The rest of us didn't get quite that excited.
Try to get it straight there, Jeff.
Okay.
It's too low on the left.
But you can be sure the band was excited about adding its name to the CMA performance plaque.
Right there, perfect. There you go, perfect. All right.
The band Ricochet were winners last September when they threw a party in Vian, Oklahoma, to raise money for one of their favorite places, St. Jude Children's Hospital. The guys recently had the chance to deliver the money in person. Our Lisa Young has more.
What's your name? I'm Teddy. It's nice to meet you.
The members of Ricochet made some very special friends on a recent trip to Memphis.
There you go. Thank you. You're welcome.
The guys spent the afternoon with kids and their parents at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
We live in Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh, really? I lived in Norman for 4 years.
She's a good bass fisher, dynamite kisser, country as a turnip green.
In addition to some much-needed cheer, the band brought with it some much-needed cash, more than $6,000 to fight childhood diseases.
With our promise that we're going to do this every year and hopefully make this check grow every year, we present this to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
One of the fun parts about Fanfare is that a lot of the artists who are out here are experiencing the festival for the very first time. We're in the TNN booth with the new band Ricochet, and we're going to find out what each one of the guys have found is their favorite part of the festival so far. Eddie?
I discovered corn dogs, and I met Garth.
Junior, what about you?
Oh, favorite thing had to be these free T-shirts and all the ladies walking through here with bathing suits. I love it.
Shame on you. All right, Jeff, what about you?
I got to see some. I had Twain's belly button.
Oh, God. Teddy?
Did you see who's in the booth next to us? This one's Ronald Reeves over there. That's my favorite.
So you guys are fans too. And Heath, what about you?
Finally got to meet Shelley Wright. I'm going to try to convince her to marry me.
Maybe we'll help here. And last but not least, Greg.
Riding in a limo, first time for everything. You know, actually, we've had a chance to make a lot of new friends and meet a lot of new fans, and we'll see you guys out on the road.
Hi, we're Ricochet. Tonight on TNN Country News, we're going to take you back to where it all started for us, the Silver Bullet Club in Columbia, Missouri.
Ricochet recorded their debut album for Columbia Records, and that's fitting because the town the guys call their second home is Columbia, Missouri. Our Lisa Young tagged along on a homecoming trip as the guys visited the popular club that's helped build their musical style.
Oh, the sun's going down. Baby, let's head this town. Let's get rowdy.
Rowdy would be the perfect word to describe Ricochet's return to the bar where it all started, the Silver Bullet in Columbia, Missouri. The guys first took the stage here as the house band shortly after forming in 1993.
We played that summer, we played here probably 2 or 3 times a month, 5-day stretches each time. And it was a perfect situation for us because we could rehearse during the day. We could go behind the bar and fix ourselves a hot dog or a bullet dog, which was our hot meal for the day. And then we could, we're playing in front of an audience at night. It was a great way to hone our skills and put this band together exactly the way we wanted it.
Even before the show started, Ricochet's adopted hometown turned out in force to welcome the guys back.
Play this really, really loud at home. Wake up the neighbors, all right?
This early afternoon record store appearance was just the beginning of a rousing reception. A few hours later, nearly 2,000 enthusiastic fans packed the Bullet on a Wednesday night to show their support.
We were sweating it because I heard they were sold out. So were you surprised when they had a top 5 single?
Not at all. Not at all surprised. I knew they'd be up there in the top 5. They will be at #1 before this is all over.
Can't concentrate on the preacher preaching. My attention span done turned on.
While the guys say they felt right at home on the familiar stage, one thing has changed since they landed their record deal. They aren't doing cover tunes anymore.
That's an incredible feeling. I mean, before you'd see people dancing by the stage on the dance floor, and they would be singing songs, singing along with you to, George Strait, Vince Gill, whatever we happened to be doing at the time that was on the radio. These days, you watch them dance by the stage, and they're singing "What Do I Know" and "Daddy's Money."
Hey, what do I know? I'm just lonely.
Well, the people in Columbia, they have sort of a vested interest in the group because they came out and supported us, and a lot of them would say back then, you guys keep this up, I think you're going to go far.
And they say, "I told you so. Told you so. Told you we were going to make it." We don't mind those kind of things.
She's looking at me.
When Ricochet was playing at the Silver Bullet, they actually lived with the owner of the club, Steve Callis. He's now their road manager. The band has just released its second single, "Daddy's Money."